So, hey everybody, you know what it's like when you're supposed to be like, I don't know what my hair is doing, but when you're supposed to be like, okay, I give up. Anyways, when you're supposed to be sleeping and somehow it's just not happening, instead all this other random stuff keeps happening, like somehow, suddenly, all of your video games seem extremely appealing, but only at this, sorry for my hand, only at this exact moment are they that exciting. You've had like days and days to be able to play them, and they just didn't seem interesting until like right now, and now all of a sudden you're like, I have to play every game that I own. Like every single one. And then after that, you sit there and you look at your games, you play one for a while, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm over this. So then you're like, I need to study for my exams. So you sit there and you study and you study and you study, and then you're like, oh my god, my brain is like exploding, so I need to do something else. So you sit there for a while, and you basically feel like you're sitting on your brain, because you're like, I don't know what to do, there's nothing to do, even though I own 3 video game systems and have more movies than any blockbuster that ever existed ever had. And then a little bit later, you're like, I know, I have cable, so I'm going to check out what's on cable. And then you run out of things for that, and even the infomercials, you get to a point to where you're starting to pick up the phone to make these calls for things you know you do not need. And it gets to a point to where you're like, oh my god, I have to put down the phone and turn off the TV. So then you sit there and you go, well, now what do I do? There's nothing to frickin' do. And I tried to harass my pets here, as I normally do in a lot of my videos, but they're just not reacting, and so then it's boring, and, you know, there's nothing to do, and my room's already decorated with a million things on the walls, so that doesn't help me either, and so I'm like, well, I could read. So I start doing some reading, then I start falling asleep, and I'm like, oh, yay, I'm gonna fall asleep. And then it gets to a really good part of the book, and then I'm like, oh my god, now I can't sleep. And then it goes back to being really boring, to a point to where I'm like, okay, well, I just don't care anymore how this story ends, because it's boring. So you're back to being bored. And so then you go back to thinking, well, now what can I do? And then you think, oh, I could write, so I'm going to make a new song. So you get the paper, you get the pen, you're all excited, you get all set, you get comfortable and everything. You come up with an idea of what to write about. And then you realize you've got nothing to write about the subject you came up with. You have writer's block. So you're like, well, this sucks. This isn't going to work either then. So now I need to do something to give me an idea of what to talk about. So then the next thing you know, videos like this start appearing on YouTube because you think, oh, well, I could just make a new video for my channel. I don't have to make it into another song and sing because you guys don't care what I post as long as I'm posting something to say hello. And so this video came to be. And you'll also notice that I'm a lot less sick sounding than I was. That's because I'm feeling a lot better than I was. I'm not all the way there yet. Still kind of congested, but it's not to a point to where I feel like complaining about it. So that's something. Look, a cat. Well, at least you saw my reacting now. I guess that'll give me like 5 minutes of entertainment after this video. So, I hope you guys all have a good night. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And don't forget to add on the fan pages. There's one at Facebook called Stalker Free. And there's one on Twitter called Stalker Free. What a coinkydink! They have the same name! Oh my god! What genius came up with that idea? It's amazing. Of course that was me, you know, of course. So anyways, feel free to give me video suggestions, and don't forget that I am still doing, if you suggest a video, I will give you a shout out in the video, or if you'd prefer I don't shout you out in the video, then I will at least give you a shout out in the description by placing your name in there if you prefer that I don't just announce it. Of course, it doesn't make much difference if it goes in the description. Everybody's going to know you suggested it anyways. And it's not like I'm going to put your full entire name in there unless you ask me to. So don't worry, not everybody has to know it was totally you in case you send me something totally off the wall crazy to do. But do send me something fun and expect it to come up, especially because after this upcoming week, my finals will be done. I will have 2 weeks off, which means I have 2 weeks to do whatever the heck you suggest to me. So suggest something and expect a whole lot of nonsense coming at your face very soon. Alright, well, I love you guys. Just wanted to say hi again. I'm going to start uploading all these videos now because there's like 4 videos I made before this one. And I haven't posted any of them, which is just extremely helpful. So we're gonna go do that now. Alright, well, you guys will all be seeing this soon. So, cha. I hope you enjoy all that and such. Okay, bye now.